Come on, man.
What would you believe? They fought for you. I've seen much of the rest of the world. It's brutal and cruel, dark. They are, you see that.
Come on, Finn. Open the link. Come on, Finn. Let me go home.
Let me go home.
Ah, home. Tell me about your home.
Tell me about your home.
Ballyer, Dublin 10, Cherry Orchard Avenue. Ask about me.
Sounds of all the sun. Kitchen garden. It smells of herbs in the day. Gate is a giant poplar. Figs. Apple. The soil darkest black. Black like my wife's hair. I envy you, Maximus. What's going on? Fighting.
Come on, fucker.
I will empower you to one end alone, to give power to the people of Rome. You are false as a sun. See what I get when you die. Thanks. Okay. I'm the guys. They will not die for many years. You have to wait. If you want.
Come on, Finn. It's Finn live.
Run to me.
Come on, lad. Where are you? Hello. In fact, good evening. Hello. I've not been well the last few days. I'm waiting for Finn. I'm supposed to be going on his live. Where are you, Finn? I'll tell you what. I've been dying the last few days, but I'm coming back to me old self. You know. Come on, Finn. I'm doing a StreamYard with Finn. Shout out to Lee Marvin Hitchman for what you did today, bro. For what you did for my son. I won't forget that. Yeah. So while I'm waiting on him to come, let me see. Dun, dun. I'm waiting for Finn.
5,000 of my men are out there in the freezing mud. 3,000 were bloodied and cleaved. 2,000 will never leave this place. I will not believe that they fought and died for nothing. What would you believe? They fought for you. I've seen much of the rest of the world. It's brutal, dark. They are, you see that. It's you, Maximus. They honor you. Rome's greatest general. Tell me about you. My house is
Come on, Finn, I'm waiting.
kitchen garden. It smells of herbs in the day.
If Finn goes live, someone tell me, yeah? Where are you, bro? Now, I have this rule, yeah, in life. I don't wait for more than 15 minutes for anyone. Finn, you've got 4 minutes, bro. Come on, bro. I need a shout out to Finn. Hey, have you seen what's going on up at City West? What you think of foreign nationals raping their children? You know I've been told to shut up about this, so I'm in disguise tonight, okay? I had a warning off YouTube that I'd get a strike that if I mentioned anything else about foreigners, or Arabs, or B-Rabs, or C-Rabs. So basically YouTube have threatened to give me a strike. My day's been fucking fantastic, thank you. I spent it with a good friend, Lee Marvin Hitchman. He was sat here, right next to me. Don't turn a blind eye. How about that for a saying? Oh, fuck. Well, yeah. Fuck the hat, I don't like it. I do like hats. Now, I can't lie about that. Can someone tell me if Finn is live? Hang on now, I'll cheat. 1 second, I'll find out now. Are you live? Where are you, Finn? Oh, for fuck's sake, bro. Hey, I'm waiting for a friend. How are you?
I envy you, Maximus. What's going on? What fighting? Protector of all. I will empower you to one end alone. To give power. One of Rome. You are false as a sun. Is my failure.
Yes. That's my alter ego. Gorillas are my favourite animals.
Promise me that you will look after my family.
The family meeting, yeah, Bobby.
Your family will meet you in the afterlife.
Now look at you. Finn, where are you? I'm waiting for you. So I made a short earlier on.
People, 7 o'clock tonight, myself and Eric Finn are going to do a stream here together. 7 o'clock tonight, myself and Finn, people, 7 o'clock tonight, myself and Eric Finn are going to do a stream here together.
TikTok.
7 o'clock tonight,
TikTok.
myself and Finn.
Hello. Oh fuck! I'm on the fucking phone. How are you? That's me. Yeah. What are you doing on there? Where's Finn? Can someone tell me if he's live? I'm gonna have a panic attack. You know, my nostrils will fall out. Look at them. They fucking fall out, right? There's my pal there, look. I've been too busy with my own problems and I've neglected my friendship with Finn. I fucking love him out there. And shout out to that Fable bollocks for learning him how to play the guitar. He's tormenting me now. So fair play for teaching him. You know, I know how hard it is to learn a new skill. Now, I'll put it to you another way. Speaking a different language is like playing a musical instrument. Okay? That's the way I think. Add Q&A stickers. Okay, there you go. Put in your juice. Answer is... Yeah, fuck off. What's this? You better that. No, stop it. There you go. Questions and answers. How about that? There's a feature I don't use, but go on, you can ask me anything you want. Go on. And I'll lie to your face. No, here, get out me fucking... How do I get it off? Fuck off! Get out me thing! Yeah. Drag it. Yeah. Fuck's Finn, where are you, bro? I'm here waiting on you, Don. Fuck's sake, Finn. I bet you it's a signal. If it's not his, it's mine, but even if we don't do it tonight, we can do it tomorrow. I rang Finn earlier on. I didn't give him any notice. So that's probably on me. But and I'll do it. You know. I like a challenge. You know.
I can name one person that doesn't use the Google platform. It gives us the widest audience possible. What's really important is that we can get... I want her back. Well, of course you do. Nothing unifies your people like a common enemy. I won't rest till I've burned Troy to the ground. I thought you wanted peace with Troy. I should have listened to you. Peace is for the women. The Trojans have never been conquered. Agamemnon has wanted to destroy us for years. I'll attack them with the greatest...
Finn, you're 18 minutes late, bro.
Commands the finest army in the east. Hector's he's a warrior.
Fuck Hector. He's the
An insult to me is an insult to you.
Yo.
An insult to me is an insult to all Greeks. Last thing, some say he's better than all the Greeks too. We need Achilles. This will be the greatest war the world has ever seen. We need the greatest warrior.
Storms about your truth. Your boy I did try.
This war will never be forgotten. I'm not fighting. Nor will the heroes who fight it. Count his songs they'll sing in your honor. I was asking you to fight for him who will for this war. I'm asking you to fight for peace.
They will write stories about your victories. Ours.
Come on, Finn. Fuck him. Fuck him.
Waiting for me.
Who needs 3 skewers?
They say welcome. Women are wretched things.
When does it end?
It never ends.
You'll kill more men if I don't kill you.
Many.
I've known men who lived in life.
No, you haven't.
So different.
Motherfucker.
Why did
What do you want here in Troy?
What would all men want? You came here because you want your name to last through the ages. Just want to war.
Soldiers understand nothing but war.
You speak of wars at the beginning. listen, if you don't release her, you'll never see home again. Mighty Achilles, silenced by a slave girl.
Your private battle with Achilles is destroying us.
Your name is written in sand for the waves to wash away. History remembers kings, not soldiers.
Achilles is one man. We need you back. Greece needs you.
Achilles!
Greece got along fine for us. Greece will be Greece long after I'm dead. I'm not talking about the land. The men's morale is weak. The men need you.
Weak.
They're ready to swim home.
You're afraid?
Everyone dies. Miss Petrus, I killed a boy today. You wore your armor. We were going to sail home today. I don't think anyone said that boys who saved this war for us.
Hector's my cousin. He's a good man. Don't fight him.
I've seen his
Fuck Hector. That'll do.
There are no cards between the lines.
That's why I need to give up smoking.
One of these or a tongue.
Hello,
They
mate.
will wander the underworld blind, deaf, and dumb, and all the dead will know. This is Hector, the fool who thought he killed Achilles. I'll tell you a secret. Something
Shout out to Lee Marvin Hitchman. Shout out to Air Finn. Shout out to Pablo. And shout out to Chopper if you can hear me, bro. Shout out to Clondalkin. Shout out to Ballyfermot. Fuck the Garda. Fuck the government. They're their enemy. They're siding with the enemy, so if they don't want to listen to us, we'll burn you to the ground. Yeah. See what happened last night in City West? There's nothing. Do you understand? They only had a few hours to coordinate a group of people. But one thing you don't understand about where I'm fucking from, Clondalk and Ballyfermot were united. I know loads of lads that have horses in Ballyer, Finglas, Clondalkin, Tally, Ballymun. You know what I mean? Bro, why would you talk shit like that? Nobody does that ever. I've made 6,000 videos, yeah? And I'm on 4,070 subs. Since I've had this channel, nobody has ever did that, so I have to not believe you. But anyway, it's like it is what it is. I don't understand all that super chat bullshit, bro. I'm not very technical, you know. Like, that's why when I meet Finn, like, I'm gonna sit down and have a chat with him, because I'm 100% sure as you people aren't that generous, you know. I'll prove it to you, bro, right? I'll put me PayPal in there and I'll prove it to you that you're lying. You know, like, you don't need to say things like that, bro. You know, I'd sooner you call me a bollocks or something, you know, than insult me that way, you know. Yeah, of course you are. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to super chat you on my channel. Move. I've already told you, don't be rude to me, you dickhead. Stick your £100 or your £1,000 super chat up your fucking sandy crack. How about that? Fuck you and your money. You can have it back. Yeah. I hate people like that. You know, and there's some people still in my life that have said the same thing to me 3 or 4 times and never did it. You know, so on here, I expect nothing. You know, it's like, and I don't trust nobody. You know, yeah, I'm just made that way. I'm waiting for Finn. I'm supposed to be doing a StreamYard with him, and I don't know whether he's gone live or not. So if any of my mods are in the channel, could you tell me if Finn is live so I can dive on his chat? Please, where's Finn? No, look, he's still green now. This is just a proof. Look, I've been here waiting, right? There's Finn's channel. It's not red. Okay, so you can't blame me for this. And it was a good opportunity, you know what I mean? Because I've had a really good day and all. And I was like, I need a good catch up with Finn. And now I've only a half an hour left. So, you know, come on, Finn. He's had to been watching a movie with his chick, though. So the movie could have ended a bit late. So, you know, we have plenty of time to do it again. Like, I've basically taken myself away and isolated myself, and it's called the Self-Love Club. So for 28 days I had to wake up every morning and tell myself I love myself every day. Now I know that might fucking sound pathetic or whatever to you, but whatever it takes, you know. So it's like I've not loved myself for years, you know why? Because I've given me love to everybody else. You know, and you don't stop to think you need to keep some for yourself. So that's what I've been doing for 26 days. Self-loving myself again. You know, I'm important. I'm worthy. You understand? And I have me chick back. You know, I come home yesterday. I've not been well the last few days. That's why I've not been doing my lives. You know, but I got some really bad news the other day. I have to go and have a chest x-ray on Monday. So I'm going to enjoy this weekend as much as I can. Hey, mate. I was supposed to do a live with Finn Ralts, but I think he's how are you, Ricky? I think he's fucking watching a movie with his missus. So I said to him, I'll come on at 7 o'clock and we'll do an hour. But he said, Jude, I'm watching a movie. You know, it's like, I had a Bowsy here with me today. Shout out to Lee Marvin Hitchman. You know what, bro? He's a fuck. I love that guy. You know, every time he goes, we tell each other we love him. He tells me he loves me, and I say, Lee, I love you. You know what I mean? His missus might get a bit jealous. I said to me missus today, even while I was on, you know, he come down today, Uncle Marvin, okay, and he fucking spoiled my son today, you know, and it humbled me, like he said, you know, he's just one of them guys that, you know, he's been through the mill in his life, and he's you know what I mean, and shout out to his missus. She's doing an amazing job because transformation. I know people that know Lee longer than me. Like my brother-in-law lives on the same housing estate that Lee lived on for years. My sister's with a fella nearly 30 years. You know, an Asian fella, and well, he's Muslim now. But Lee knows all my family and all. You know, but he turned up today, bro, and he fucking, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like asking me, am I okay? And, you know, doing nice things for me and shit. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get that. Like, even when I was at my mum's, right? Me two brothers said, you know what, bro? You see him, man? They're the kind of people you want in your corner. You know, he's just so humble and noble, you know. And he told me a secret today, and I'm not revealing it because I could be executed if I do. And I'm not even lying. I'll wait for him to tell you. So I'm not telling you. It's not my place to say. Hell no. But he's joined an organisation, is all he can say. That's it. I can't speak about this organisation, you know, because it's like I don't know too much about it. You know what I mean? I'll give you a clue. Don't mention it in the chat. The first two initials, FM. I'm like, fuck off. He showed me a membership card. He got a little thing saying he's a freak. Oh, fuck it. Fuck. The cat's out of the bag. You know what I mean? I'm like, what's that even mean? Bro, Mia, you're dealing with sophisticated people. You know, you've made it. He's like, bro, you're more famous than me. I was like, will you fuck off with that famous shit? Anytime I'm in town, nobody says hello to me, yeah? Nobody knows me. I'm a no one, right? When you're in with that cunt, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. It's like, I'm Lee's security. That's what I am. Do you understand? I swear to God, I'd take a smack in the face for him and I'd give one back. Hey, you come into my range, I'm fucking tagging you, mate, and that's it. But shout out to Lee Marvin Hitchman today. Hey, Mohammed, you shut your fucking face, yeah? And don't start giving me a hard time, okay? Hey, inshallah, be nice to me, brother, you understand? Hey, salam alaikum. Talk to me, brother. Mohammed, ask me, am I okay, bro? Go on, ask me. Hey, yeah, fuck you. Yeah, alhamdulillah, brother, I'm okay, yeah. And mashallah, fuck you. Yeah, you go fucker. Fuck you. How about that? Bah! Bah! Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, I know, another fucking rat. And like I said, my big brother's name is Mohammed, and he's a Muslim. Islam is a peaceful religion. I can speak a bit of Arabic. I told you, I got my education back. I did that for me granny and me ma. But I did that one for myself. Finn, where are you? Honestly, you'd be flogged if you lived in a different country. But I have to shout out to Lee Marvin Hitchman today, man. He spoiled me son and got him his Christmas coat. Like, you don't understand it, this fucking fella, man. Shouting down the road after him, I love you, bro. Well, Tangi, listen, my sister's married to a geezer from Pakistan, yeah, and he converted to Islam, yeah. So I'm fucking culturally sensitive. The race card is played all the time. Like, I was sitting down with my Muslim brother yesterday, yeah, who's married to my sister. Even my sister, she said, see them bastards, mate, they shouldn't be allowed into the country. A lot of good Muslim people are normally fucking law-abiding citizens. It's the younger generation, because of all the hatred and all, the strength in numbers. If you know anything about strategy, I understand the dynamics of Dublin, and you have loads of different cultures, and they're all coming together, and they're whooping ass. They're going around, they're assaulting people. I'll be honest with you, do you know if that was my daughter, yeah, I'd kill that bastard with me hands if I got a chance on him. He wouldn't get back to South Africa. Yeah, he'd be someone's fucking dinner. Yeah, someone's dog's dinner. I'd put him through a fucking mincer. Do you understand? I would. I'd have a dog chain on the cunt's neck. I'd have him fucking bound and gagged, his hands behind his fucking back. I'd cut his arms off, one by one, fingers first. Yeah, and I start at the fingernails. And I have fucking chainsaws. I'm very good with them. Do you want me to show you one? So, how are you, Spencer? Spencer, what the fuck is going on over there? I was meant to do a StreamYard with Finn tonight, and I don't know where he is. He was watching a movie with his missus, so maybe he can't do it tonight. Spencer, you're my witness. Look, it's 7:30. Look at Finn, right? There's no red light there, right? So you can't fucking blame me. Spencer, well, you see this, right? I got new nashers, and I'm struck. Ready? Spencer, Finn and myself went to do a live, but he's watching a movie, I think. Talk to me about last night. Were you there? I have a feeling if Spencer wasn't there, you know someone who was. Hello, Mrs. Louise. Spencer, did you go there last night? Bab, I'm still waiting for him. He's watching Sleepless in Seattle with his missus. That's well gay. No, I'm joking. He's watching a movie with Jade, so he might be late, so I'll have to do it another time. It's like, so I said, fuck this, I'm starting this. It's like I'm gonna be here late, but it's like we could have having a good fucking laugh, you know, but I'll do one with him tomorrow. Lee Marvin Hitchman give me a bollocking today. He's you go into Finn's live, bro. Go on his fucking StreamYards, and I felt well guilty. So I was like, I had to ring Finn on Instagram. I was like, Finn, I'm sorry for being a shit mate. And my brothers and my nephews and that were there. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Spencer, right? Let me tell you this. Now, you know my cousins that drink in Finches, right? Now, you know the ones that have horses too, right? Hey, you know. And like I said, Spencer, you fucking know what it's like. It's the same in Cherry Orchard. Strategy. And all it takes, Spencer, is a few phone calls and we can get 200, 300 lads together. And you know that. That's the power up there. Do you understand? No, is she fuck? That's Mr. Mil. That's Louise. She's been in here fucking ages. She used to go in the cesspit. Yeah, man. Her and her partner, Sound, man. I think she's a married woman. And she's a fucking very respectful woman, too. Shout out to Louise. And if you're not sub to Mrs. Moon, will you give her a sub? Spencer, you know, how are you back, man? So, last night in Dublin, Spencer, do you know what I can see happening, yeah? I can see an uprising. You know, like a fucking, an autistic girl, and it happened right across the road from one of these hotels. Spencer, you know quite well, yeah, how good we are with throwing petrol bombs. Fuck. Okay, right, sorry, let me rephrase that. No, sorry. Remember years ago when the police used to come up on me while nicking cars? We all had a good shot with a bottle, didn't we? Incoming! Yeah. Boom! You know what I mean? Fucking through the window, what a shot. See me? I never missed, not even with a milk bottle. I set myself on fire once, man. Me may have to piss on me to put me on fire. I fucking swear to God, man. It's like they're all pissing on me leg. I'm like, will you fucking hurry up? You know, me fucking leg was on fire, it's burning, man. I could smell the fucking hairs on me legs burning. I was like, will you just piss on me, man? You know what, piss on you? Yeah, I'm on fire. Fuck's sake. It's the only chance you're only gonna fucking get in your lifetime, and now it's on your bucket list. You know, but he put me fucking out, but the smell of me leg for a fucking half an hour. Smell of burnt hair and other people's piss. You know, and I think one of the lad had fucking kidney stones or something. You know, because the smell of his urine, Jesus Christ, man. Fuck's sake, mate. You know. But anyway, Finn's fucking let me down again tonight, but I love him. You know, so I'm always going to forgive Finn. He's watching his missus, and I was probably on a bit late, so, you know, we'll do it again. Vote tonight for the president today. Spoil the vote and throw 2-1. We don't even want. Spencer, do you know something? Me cousin, sorry, last night a friend of a friend sent me a video, yeah? Now, all the lads that live in Quarryvale that have horses, most of them are my family, right? A lot of the Fitzes have horses. I think 2 of them have, right? And then the young lads as well, they have a few ponies and all. And then you have travellers' horses, you have fucking, you know, my cousin Keith has a few mares. I'm sure he has, you know. But Spencer, All it takes is for a few people to make phone calls and they can get a lot of numbers there. Like, you think about all the people that still pal around at that red wall, and down on the corner across from my house, bro. If they wanted to spend it in 12 hours, they could get 500 people together. Do you know what I mean? To go to that place and burn it down. And here's how it is. Listen, once I have the fence, once you're in front of me, bro, I'll do the rest. You know, I'd lob about 10 of them on the roof, and I tell the staff if they don't get out, I'm going to burn it down. Now you'd have to be masked up, but that's what I'd imagine I do, but you could end up fucking getting a murder charge. And the sad thing is, listen, right, kids were supposed to protect their kids, bro, and a fucking autistic child that had a hearing impediment as well. Like, so vulnerable. A vulnerable child. And see that child, she's going to be destroyed forever. Fancy a horror tonight, love, or a comedy? I'll run you about at 8 o'clock. What time is it? Yeah, I'm going to wash me balls. Sorry. Yeah, in 20 minutes, Bob. I'm going to go up. I'm going to give me Dick Turpin some feeding. Might start chirping. Hey, me chest is fucked. Fuck off, you. I know what you were up to. I fucking bang my way to you. It's not even funny. Must be them new knickers. Hey. Oh, man. You're going to give me a heart attack, you. But I'm going to go very soon. It's like, but Finn, you bollocks, you fucking. I don't know what. I guarantee you, at 5 to 8, Finn will pop in and he'll go, all right, bro. I'll be like, fuck's sake, Finn, listen. At 6:30, I said to me missus, I'm going to my studio. It's like, and at about 7 o'clock, myself and Finn are doing a stream yard. I made videos on YouTube, Instagram, fucking Facebook and all. Fuck's sake, bro. I even sent you a link. Nah, look, it is what it is. It's fucking, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I'm going to have a nice bath, man, and a shave. Oh, man. I'm good, I am. Honestly. Nah, what I'll do is I'll do a good live with Finn. Uh, uh, nah, listen. Nah, I'll do a live with Finn. I have to do one with him this week. I got told off by Lee today. He said, bro, you need to go and support Finn, man. Go on a stream yard and all. Yeah, it's like, hang on.
Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old.
Let me go make a cup of tea. I've got 20 minutes.
It was a big, big world, but we thought we were bigger. Pushing each other to the limits, we were learning quicker. By 11, smoking herb and drinking burning liquor. Never rich, so we were out to make that steady figure. Once I was 11 years old, my daddy told me, go get yourself a wife or you'll be lonely. Once I was 11 years old. I always had that dream like my daddy before me. So I started writing songs, I started writing stories. Something about that glory just always seemed to bore me. Cause only those I really love will never really know me. Once I was 20 years old, my Story got told before the morning sun when life was lonely. Once I was 20 years old. I only see my goals, I don't believe in failure. Cause I know the smallest voices, they can make it major. I got my boys with me, at least those in favor. And if we don't meet before I leave, I hope I'll see you later. I was 20 years old, story got told. I was about everything I saw before me. Once I was 20 years old. Soon we'll be years old. Our songs have been sold. We've traveled around the world and we're still roaming. Soon we'll be 30 years old. I'm still learning about life. My woman brought children for me, so I can sing them all my songs and I can tell them stories. Most of my boys are with me, some are still out seeking glory, and some I had.
So what do you think, Spencer?
Soon I'll be 60 years old. My daddy got 61. Remember life, and then your life becomes a better one. I made a man so happy when all those are little ones. I hope my children come and visit once or twice a month. Soon I'll be 60 years old. I think the world is full of love. A lot of children who can hold me. Soon I'll be 60 years old.
Soon I'll be 60 years old. So, Spencer, I've come back home where I belong. You know what I mean? But I tell you what, I can see something bad happening there, you know. Like I said, it's like there's too much shit happening, and it's like the country's like a powder keg. I want you to do me a favour. If you see Finn after 8 o'clock, tell him I was waiting for him. And he left me sitting here for an hour. Fucking right, I will, Spencer. Hey, I dress up every year, ask Lisa. Yeah. Yeah. I dress up every year, me, Spencer. Lisa will tell you that. I'm even trying to get her to. But yeah, I've always dressed up. I love it. I go out with the kids, you know. Because it's for the kids, you know. Get a few munchies, you know what I mean? They knock at the door, like fucking don't answer to me. I'm fucking Scrooge. Fuck off, I'm gonna eat them later, you little brat. And it's like, it's for the kids. It's very hard to wear them sometimes, Spencer, though, you know what I mean? If I'm going out in public now, I'll glue them in. But I'm gonna get a gold one here, look. There. And I'm getting a gold one there. They're like £300 each. Like, just one there. And one there. But yeah, I'm definitely bringing the kids trick or treating, bro. You bet your bollocks I'm doing it. Anything I can do with my kids, I'm gonna do, Spencer. Have a guess what else I'm doing. And I want you to fucking listen to me too, you bollocks. Spencer, I've decided to stop smoking. 40 years, yeah. I got told I have lung disease the other day by the doctor, right? So I have to stop smoking. So it's not going to happen overnight, but for the last 6 days, I've probably had altogether 2 cigs and I've used them for spliffs. I don't smoke cigarettes normally, but I have to give up smoking. Simple. It's not like I have to, Spencer. You know, like both of us are fucked, bro, and I'm going to end up on one of them fucking scooters you're on. But for now, I have 3 there. Like, who needs 3 scooters? I'm gonna sell one. Look at here, right? So Right, so that's mine there. I use that a lot, yeah. That's brand new, that is, right. That's me Ballier one, look, Busby, look. Proper name that as well, like, so it's like that one there, look, it's fucking yeah, it's a fucking banger that. But and then we have her out. So there's 1, 2, 3. I'm selling that for one. You know, Lisa's ma paid nearly 5 ton for it, so I'm selling it for 250 quid. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't need 3 of them. You know what I mean? I'll put it towards me holiday. But yeah, Spencer, it's gone crazy over there. My cousin and a few of his mates allegedly knew a few people that went up there last night on horses. You know, trying to run the Garda over and all. Like, it just reminded me of when we were kids. Hey, do you know when you seen them with the riot shields held up and on top of them, yeah? Can you remember that? It's like, I remember, man, the first time I hit a cop car with a petrol bomb. It's like, what a fucking shot, Spencer. I hit. And do you know who was driving the car? Gaynard and Kettle. And I lashed it off where the fucking blue lights are, bro. And I hit the window, put the window in, set the top of the car on fire. They had to stop and get out and pat themselves down and all. See you bastard, will get you, because obviously I had nothing on my face, but you know where your ma lived. It's like just down where the fence is, where the red wall was, bro. I was on the other side of the fence. They were coming around the roundabout and launched it and spent. If I had to try this a million times, yeah, I'd have missing it. It's going over the car and hitting the roundabout or the wall or the ground, yeah. They had to stop outside your ma's, bro, nearly near your ma's, because they were on fire. You know, by that time they were getting hit with balls, bricks, everything. I know, I seen it. Like, bro, listen, I seen this girl getting her forehead pushed into the concrete. You know, she tried to bite the copper and he's doing that on top of her. You know, this fella has it on camera, bro. If I swear to God, if I had been there, I know I would have reacted. I'd have charging him, I'd have hitting him. You know, getting him off her, you know what I mean? I'd probably putting him through the wall. You know, but it's like, I don't know what the fuck is going to happen next, Spencer. You know, like, I don't know too much. I know she was a young child under 10 that had I think she has autism and a hearing impediment. And when you hear about a child getting raped, mate, Jesus Christ, like, she's gonna have to have PTSD all her life. I'm wounded Finn's not live, man. Honestly, I bet you watch. I bet you he'd be fucking live. Watch. Oh, please don't say it. No, he's not. Right, Finn, if you watch this live, you bowsy you. I fucking come on at 7 and I've been sat here waiting on you to know. But I'll deal with you tomorrow. Spencer, listen and I'll tell you, right, all the lads that live in Clondalkin and in Ballier that have horses, look, they'll go up there and it's like it's strategic. There's only certain ways in the estate and out of the estate, and like, they're protecting them fuckers. Alright, so you know the girl that got raped. What happens if her dad went out and stabbed the fella that did it? He's going to prison before this cunt. Do you understand? Like, so I think politicians are doing things purposely to cause a divide, to cause friction, to cause, like, fucking. It's bad. You know, it's like when people hate each other because of what country they're from. That's when you know it's really bad. Like, listen, England has a, Scotland has a, Wales has a. You know, And it's like, I'm a realist, I live in the real world. I want everybody to progress. It's like, but there's some people come here just to, England's like a big fat fanny. Sorry for being rude, but that, and Ireland's like a big minge. Yeah, and it's getting battered. It has fucking, yeah, what's it called? Fucking VD. Yeah, they all have it. You know, vagina disease. Yeah, or VD, whatever it's fucking called. You know, it's like it needs fucking cleansing. That's what it needs. Oh, you have to be careful what I say because I'll get a 28-day fucking bullshit restriction put on me. Or some. Do you know what, right? You can't even say what I can't say shit on here. I get into trouble. You know what I mean? It's like, but, Spencer, I'll be honest with you, yeah. If I had to get my hand, if that was my daughter and I got my hands on him, I'd bounce his head off the ground until it was like mush, you know. And then I'd make him eat the mush, being his brain. And he'd end up choking on his own brain because I did to him. Like, you know what I mean? Kids are vulnerable enough, you know what I mean? But when you have a kid that has autism and a hearing aid, a hearing impediment, you know, like what possesses these people to think that they can do this and have no consequences? You know, and some of these bastards that come from Africa and all have AIDS. You know, the ones that get here illegally, you know, on boats and fucking or whatever else they get on to get here. Like, I understand people run away from a country where they want to, you know, but I have a big problem with unvetted nationals coming into the country and fucking bleeding it dry. You know, it's the most generous country on the planet. It's been proven. They done some fucking thing like the Eurovision Song Contest, and Ireland won the prize for being the biggest vagina on the planet, and it's getting fucked. And that's the truth. That's the way I see it. Ireland is like a big fat gay, and it's getting rowed. Finn, did you see Bash, the base name video? Two women, no. Spencer, the other night, right? I've a few family, as you know, that live in Clondalkin, right? And he sent me a video, and I was like, no way, man. There was about 100 coppers, yeah? It reminded me of that night where the Red Wall and the Melon Gang fought. You know, there was a big line of coppers that was like, they found out about it too late. There was people on the ground that are getting bangs of stake poles and all. Like, I was there watching it through the gates, you know. I wanted to go in, like, you know, and what have you, but all the bigger lads had it covered, you know. But Spencer, you know in a heartbeat in Dublin, if somebody rapes somebody on Cherry Orchard Avenue, that person will not be living there the next day, okay? That's how it is. It's the same in Clondalkin. You put your fucking hands on my daughter, mate. Never mind, you're gonna have to leave. You're gonna have to leave the earth. And guess what? Nobody's gonna find you. And where's that? Look behind you. And you'll turn around, I'll hear him with a crowbar in the back of the head. Yeah, and I'd saw him. I would. I know how to use a bandsaw. I'd cut him into four. I'd freeze him first. Yeah, I'd freeze him and I'd cut him up in 4 bits and I'd feed him to the pigs. That's what I'd imagine I'd do if it was me daughter, like at that age. Do you understand? I'm only thinking hypothetically as a father, you know, but I'd want them to suffer. I wouldn't want it to be long. Oh, yeah, I'd want it to be long, yeah. Really long for him. He'd the bastard's fingers off me, I'd proper torture him. You know, but like I said, fuck's sake, she's on your baby girl, you know what I mean, and her life is ruined. You know, as a parent, I'd only imagine, like, hypothetically, I'd imagine that's how I'd act. You know, I'd cave his fucking head in because it's like you'd be thinking that you didn't do what should be done in that situation. It's like imagine getting a phone call off your missus to say that your 8, 9, 10-year-old daughter is just being fucking raped by an African male. Do you understand? It's like what the fuck? You know, it's like it's getting worse. You know, I'm a parent and I worry for my kids. You know, cause you don't know who you're living next door to. You know, and I live in England. There's loads of foreigners here. I'm included in that. You know, Manchester's been good to me. But it's like I'm glad I'm here because at the end of the day, it's like fucking children are the most precious thing on the planet. It's like, and you get fucking dirty bastards that do things like that, and they come into the country, run, and they get everything, and they give nothing back. They just take all the time. You know, air police in Ireland has let the people down. Their duty of care to us is to protect and to serve from foreign and domestic threats. You know, they are failing. Like Tommy Robinson says, the dam is well and truly busted. You know, because it's like I was like, Jesus Christ, like what's it gonna take? What's it gonna take for people to wake? Hey, what's it gonna take for people to wake, for God's sake? You know, someone's made a big mistake. You know, Ireland's too fucking generous. And it's like a big fat cunt at the minute, and that's the truth. It's like a fanny, and everybody's having a go of it. You know, it's kippered. God forgive me for fucking saying that, like, but that's what it is. It's like Ireland's a very generous country, and people are being treated like second class citizens in their own city, and that's fucking wrong. You know, like the amount of Irish men and women that died on the streets of Dublin in 1916. You know, the amount of people that died in 1913 when the black and tans come over and you're kicking everybody's door in and fucking killing and shooting and raping and pillaging and setting fire to everything. And then 3 years later, the Irish Republican Army was formed. And we took necessary steps on affirmative action. Like, I'm a Republican on the left there. You don't change your leopard never changes its spots or your colours. I've always been fucking a Sinn Féin, fucking, you know, that kind of, that they get my vote, but they wouldn't now. You know, I know a lot of men that died. Yeah, baby. Like, guys, I'm gonna fuck off. My missus has just fucking filled me a bath. So I'm gonna go and wash me balls, Ron. But do me a favour, guys. I'm gonna start doing things a little bit different. I've made 6,000 videos and I've done over 20,000 lives, so I'm gonna give the lives a break and I'm gonna start going on to Finn's channel and going on his panel with him. Because I see this is the only way to getting past that 1,000 before Christmas is to take necessary steps and affirmative action, and that'll start from tomorrow. But like I said, Finn, man, shout out to Lee Marvin Hitchman today. He come here, he's Uncle Marv to my son. My son fucking loves him. You know, I love him too. I shouted at him today. He said, bro, I love you too. You know, and I give him a hug and a kiss before he went. Not in a gay way. You know what I mean? Like he's me boy. Honestly. Born out beds illegal immigration that work in hospitals are set to put 2,000 men in City West Hotel. Man, that's madness. 2,000. Is that how? Is that how many does in there? 2,000. That's an army. That. Do you understand? And Spencer, they're taking the piss there. You know, it's like, but me bleeding legs are contracting and all. So Lisa's at the running me a bat, guys. So I'm gonna have to end this live. Lee, I love him, Spencer. He was here today, yeah. He got me son his Christmas coat and all, bro. Do you understand? Well, I'll show you tomorrow a Nike one. Bad man. You know what I mean? Uncle Lee. So my son loves him. You know what I mean? He just give him the side eye and all, like, you know. But he brought up a few bits for my son today, you know what I mean? So I'm so fucking grateful, bro. You know, he always makes me feel special, you know what I mean? It's like and always asks me, am I okay? You know, when I was at my ma's a few weeks ago, he seen me upset on me live, so he came down and he said, bro, are you okay? And I said, yeah. He said, Jude, will you fucking look at me? Are you okay, bro? I said, I'm fucking getting there. But you understand, Spencer? He's making that time to fucking make sure I'm alright, and, you know, I will do. I'm just gonna have that. It's like, and then I'm upstairs. But since I left Ireland, you know, since Bert died, nobody's come close to it. You're probably the closest to Bert that I have at home. The only connection. Because I speak to you, even though we don't speak a lot, I speak to you more than I speak to Pat Maguire, Michael White, Anto Larkin, Ken O'Driscoll, Harpo, Darren Kershaw, Les Kershaw. But Pat Maguire, if you ever see Pat, tell him I said he's a bollocks. He said that he was going to come and see me. He got out after doing 10 years, yeah? And it's like I wanted to see him because I remember I had a bit of chat. I remember spending a weekend with Sam in the cell. You know what I mean? During that 5 months, you know what I mean? For a whole weekend, Spencer, I had 2 parcels up my arse. And you know how big Sam was, you know what I mean? But somehow he got me to switch cells with some other guy. And we give the guy about £100 worth of stuff. And he said, here, you can move in. You know, but Sam, honestly, bro, it's like, I'm not even going to go into it, but I had some mad times with him and he kept me alive, you know what I mean? And he was told off one of the hutches, he said, here, this isn't your fucking argument, mate, and you better fucking back down and step the fuck off. And Sam stood in front of me and went, well, here, you're going to have to knock me off then. Little man, who the fuck do you think you're talking? My man's like this, Sam, this isn't your fault. He said, well, here, get the fuck away from this store. If you come in my cell again, I'll cave your fucking head in. And I was just looking at him like that. I was like, you know what I mean? He's like, now fuck off. And he just bounced. And I was like, you know, I didn't say nothing. I was delighted I was, you know. Right, Spencer, I have to go. Right, guys, thanks very much for coming in. So, Spencer, I'm working on giving up smoking. I think that's my second one today. Do you understand? And there's no tobacco in it. You know, how are you, Luke? But, guys, listen, I've already done my hour, so I'm going to start doing a few things different from now on. I'm less than 1,000 from my target. Finn is less than 200 subs away from. He's about 200 and odd subs away from hitting 1,000. So, for them reasons, I'm going to dive on Finn's StreamYard anytime he does it. And I'll see you all tomorrow. We out. God bless you. Good night.